What's up, guys? This is a boy, three-time, soon coming four-time men's physique Mr. Olympia, Hendriksen. We're here at Boxer Gym in Miami. Today is back training day, one of my favorite trainings of all muscle groups. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because literally, probably the majority of my career, I was known for having a weaker back. In the last 3 years, I've literally changed my training concept, my mentality on how to train my back, and my back has completely changed and has grown so much in the last 3 years, where now I'm continuing to win because of my back. So stay tuned, I'm gonna show you guys some key exercises, how to build a Mr. Olympia men's physique back. Let's get it. We're gonna warm up. I usually warm up with some pull-ups, just to get a good warm up for the back. I like doing pull-ups because it actually activates the entire back, from your traps to your rhomboids to your lats to your lower back. It completes the whole back, so it's a great warm-up exercise. 3 sets assisted and 3 sets non-assisted. Every set for the assisted, I'm bringing the weight down, so every set for the assist is gonna feel a little bit heavier because I'm going down in the weight and I have to rely on my body weight, more on my body weight. Then as we transition to non-assisted, I'm already warmed up and I'm able to perform the exercise non-assisted. So if you notice for the pull-ups I'm going a wider grip because what we wanna target is our lats. If you want to go a closer grip, which is okay, that's going to target your traps and rhomboids, but today we're not going to focus on that, not just yet. Right now it's just lats, so I'm keeping my hand grip wider. So, feel a little bit better. If I were to start non-assisted, probably wouldn't have done as many, but because I'm warmed up from the assisted workouts, I'm able to do the non-assisted a lot easier. My back is all warmed up now. Yo. Ooh, yeah. We got one more set. Pull-ups. See, I'm already sweating this gym. We got no AC, but I love it, man. I love leaving here with this endorphins, with this good energy. Now we're gonna go incline dumbbell rows. Let's get it. Traditionally, for a dumbbell row, most people go straight off the ground and straight up. But what I'm doing, I wanna contract and I wanna make sure that I'm utilizing my lower lats. I wanna make my lower lats contracted. So in order to target the lower lats, you wanna make sure you're getting a full stretch up front, and then as you come back, you're gonna pull the dumbbell right back to your back pocket. That's gonna force the lat to get a good stretch, and as you come back, you're gonna get a good squeeze and good contraction on the lower lats. For this exercise, you don't need to go heavy. It's not about the weight, it's about the form and the technique. All right, so I'm using, I think 50 pounds. Yeah, let's start with 50 pounds. You don't need to go heavy with these. It's all about the technique. So watch this. This is the starting position, and this is the end. So go in here. Keep that chest up. Another thing you wanna make sure, you wanna have your feet staggered, but also you wanna have both hips straight in front of the mirror. You don't wanna be on an angle or this angle. You wanna have your hips directly in front of the mirror, forward, and your feet straight. So I wanna focus on lower lats, and I'll explain the importance of lower lats, because most of us as athletes, as bodybuilders, we have a high lat insertion, which I did too when I started. My back was very, very not developed as much as I needed it to be, which is why I wasn't doing as well in shows. Once I started implementing exercises that focus on the lower lats, though, my back completely changed. My V-taper has exponentially grown so much more than before because of the lower back training. So all these little exercises I'm doing is to create that V-taper, especially if you're a men's physique competitor or just a bodybuilder, period. These exercises are great for bringing that lat insertion lower, creating a stronger V-taper for your front pose and your back pose. I feel it now. I felt something. I did one of these, and my lats was not moving. That means we got some good blood flow. The key with this, what I like, is because the standing allows me to get a full stretch and a full squeeze. So watch as I hit this exercise, what I'm actually doing is I'm stretching, and as I pull in, my hips go forward. So I'm shortening the lats, and then stretching the lats out, and then shortening it. That's how we get that muscle to grow. And make sure y'all take your notepads out. I'm giving you 3-time minutes. Look, I'm telling you, bro, it's been 13 years I've been competing, 14 years total bodybuilding, 3 Olympia titles, 1 Arnold Classic Championship title. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is the exercises, and my technique is the reason I became a champion. It's the reason I went from a 140-pound kid to a 200-pound bodybuilder with muscle, men's physique bodybuilder with muscle, quality muscle, less than 10% body fat. Anybody can do it. I never thought that I would be a 3-time men's physique, Mr. Olympia. I never thought that I'd have the physique I had, but I had a dream and I had a vision, and I just kept chasing every single day. So anybody can do this, bro. You just gotta start. Just get in that gym, get in that kitchen. Lying down T-bar row. All right, we're gonna start with 45. I don't know, it's like a superstition or something. I always put the weight with the numbers facing the machine. And every weight after that, it follows the same direction. It's just like me, when I start my workouts, I always start with a hoodie on or a sweater on. It could be 100 fucking degrees outside, I start with a hoodie on. It's just a thing I do. All right, we're gonna focus here on a little bit higher lats. So we're gonna hold this grip right here. If I wanted to go more inside, I'll do the bottom grip here. We're gonna focus higher lat insertion here. The thing with this, you wanna make sure you have a good stretch all the way, almost like your arms are coming out the socket. That's how much stretching you wanna do. This is the extent of the stretch. And as you come up, pull your elbows. You wanna act like there's a string on your elbows, pulling your elbows straight up. Your grip should be very light. Should be no grip. Should be very light grip. Take away the contraction from your forearms. Put it straight to your lats. At the beginning of the workout, I'll go to about 20 to 30 second rest period between. Now I'm about 45 to 50 seconds rest period. I'll never go more than 90 seconds rest period. Usually that's by the end of the workout when I'm fatigued. 90 seconds is the maximum I'll go as far as resting. All right, let's go. The thing with these exercises is you want to keep your body calm, keep everything calm, but you also want to remain aggressive at the same time. So it's all about, controlled aggression. That's how we implement that savage mode. That's how we get that muscle to grow. That's how we just get better. Control your aggression. Control it. You better know them gym etiquettes. You stop playing. I'm not about to come to these people's house and do what I want. Lat pull down. But actually, I'm gonna go front, in front of the head, lat pull down. Just to focus on the front lats. Most people will do the lat pull downs, pulling back, their elbows back, and look what happens when I do that. When I pull back down like this, I'm targeting my traps and my rhomboids, which is okay. That's not what we want to target for this exercise. We want to focus on the lats. So again, like I said from the beginning, you want to bring those elbows in front. Look what I'm doing now. No traps involved. It's all on the lats as I pull up and squeeze down. This is the movement. This is the movement right here, and no traps are involved. You don't see any trap movement. So that's the lat pull down. You don't need to go heavy with these either. That shit's heavy, bro. To grow muscle is to damage the muscle and repair it. After it repairs, then it grows. In order to repair, you gotta use nutrients. You gotta eat food. You gotta use your vitamins. You gotta rest. All those things are important for muscle growth. If you're not eating enough food, if you're not getting enough rest, you're not getting enough nutrients, your body's not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna be stagnant for a long time. I remember, I'm from Chicago, moved to Miami 3 years ago. And after 3 years, I went back to Chicago, one of my gyms, right? And you would think that you'll see a lot of people change. And I went back to the gym, I saw the same people after 3 years, the same athletes that go to the gym every single day, they look the exact same. The physique never changed in 3 years. So why is that? I'm thinking, why? How did you not change? How did you not grow? And the only reason is the diet. They're not dieting properly. They're not getting enough rest. So they can do all the training. I mean, these dudes are in the gym every day, 2-3 hours a day, but they look the same for 3 years. It's because they're not dieting properly. Y'all gotta get in that kitchen and diet properly. So last set. You warmed it up for me? All right, so we're gonna work on a full back from the traps to the lats to the lower back, the erectors. This is a great movement for all body parts of the back. So the reason I like to do is, if you guys have noticed in my posing, I do this thing called a Hendrickson squeeze, where I actually I pull my back forward and it gets the lower part of my back to fiber up. So we're gonna work more on these just to kind of develop that a little bit more and make my strength stronger. We're gonna do a traditional grip here right in front. My straps for gripping, so we're gonna use some powder. These exercises, you wanna make sure you keep your heart rate down. Try to stay as calm as possible so you don't over fatigue yourself. You get tired early in the exercise. It's all about breathing control. Big inhale, big exhale. The more muscle you have, the more oxygen you need. So as you get into the movement, make sure you take a deep breath. As you're going through the movement, you exhale through the movement. And you start that from set one, from rep one. You don't start your breathing at rep 6, at rep 7. It's too late. In order to reach the goal of whatever that set is 12 or 15, your breathing control has to start at number 1. So with deadlift 190, this will be the last set. I'm a men's physique bodybuilder. I'm not an open bodybuilder. I'm not a CrossFit guy. I'm a men's physique bodybuilder. So everything I do is very specific to what I need for my division, specifically. So as far as deadlifting, I don't need to go heavy. I don't go heavy with squatting, because with deadlifting, if you start going heavy, you start developing a thicker waist, which is not what we want. What I want is more detail in my lower back and my back. Detail. So we don't need to go heavy. We just need good volume and a nice amount of weight. Probably like 70% of my max weight. So last set. Solid set. About 80% done with the workout. Because the back is such a big muscle group, it takes a lot of time, more time than usual. More time than a chest training or shoulder training, because I'm working specifically on every muscle group, from the traps to rhomboids, the lats, lower lats, erectors, rear delts. That's all in one. That's all the muscle groups in the back. Gonna head back over to the main campus, of Boxer Gym. Gonna finish our last workout there and do some seated rows.